Hey, welcome to Not Running Trains Live, all part of Third Rail Thursday. The train room is a mess, worse than I last left it last month. So this is last minute, throwing this together, hope for the best. Class is in session. Everyone, please have a seat. I got my, I got two screens going, one down here. I got the tablet down here so I can see the chat. I got banners going. Lots of tech. First, I want to congratulate Brian Ferguson, of course, always. Fergie gets the cookie. And thanks to everyone else coming in early, like half hour early and chatting. It's like the best part of the live show, just chatting with the early birds. I see Heath and Roger are in here. Ian Ironwood, welcome. Who else we got here? What does Scott Rails say? Well, you know what I could do? I'm on StreamYards. I could. Hey, there's Kris. Hey, Kris. What does this guy say? Already a class clown. Sit in the back. Are you telling us to make better videos or telling us how to make better videos? Well, I debated this topic for a couple of years, actually. And hey, Floyd. I'm going to assume that most of you guys here do make videos or have made videos or want to make videos. And I watch the videos, and I do understand that it's not your number one hobby. Your number one hobby is model trains. So just a few little things that I think could improve your video quality. But I'm no expert, and if you don't take my advice, that's totally fine. I don't want to seem pompous. But and please let me know privately later that I shouldn't have done this and stick to doing trains. Because I am a train channel. It's not a video editing channel, but just some small things. I have like 4 or 5 things to share. And then I do have this here. If you have questions about video editing, I can try and answer. But again, no expert. I learn things as I go along. I'll never forget when I first started. And if you're new to the channel, you can go back to my old videos like 10 years ago. I first started, and my oldest boy was watching, and he said, you know, you should try smiling more. At least pretending you're having fun doing trains. It's like, hey, good tip. So I try and smile more and be happy because, like I tell my students in class, when you're doing a presentation, if you're not excited about the topic, or we're not going to be excited to listen, we're going to tune you out. So be enthusiastic, smile more. Lesson number 1. Write that down. It is Third Rail Thursday. If you're new to this, we do it every Thursday. I'm held here by contract, so I had to quickly make up something on the spot. So we're going teacher mode. No show and tell, no running trains live. We're going to try giving lessons tonight. See how this goes. I'm going to share my screen. Oh, hey, Derek. Speaking of class clowns. Next Thursday, still up in the air. There's no official GBU After Dark. If I can get my act together, I may go live in the train room next Thursday. Or here and talk about a track plan. Might. No promises. But right now, Lily's asleep. Roger, sorry. Right now, GBO is off the table. But next month, we have 5 Thursdays, and of course, it's Halloween month, October. So expect some goodies from the GBO crew next month. Halloween episode is in the works, people. Halloween episode is in the works. I'm just here for the doggy. Roger. Roger, I think is.
Roger, you're my new favorite.
Well, it's a toss up between Roger and Dwight, who the number 1 fan is.
Okay, Roger and Dwight, you're my favorite.
It's like I think about 2 hours for the live show. I said, "Honey, do you want to like do a live show together?" She goes, I did last year, GBO. That's right, James. Yeah. Why do this? Floyd says hello.
Hi, Floyd.
Floyd, just say you like Lily so you get into my wife's good books.
There's a girlie. Let her see what you're doing.
Oh.
There's a girlie. There's your
The
ball.
camera's here.
Would you like the ball? Okay. That's her favorite thing. Let her have the let her have the ball.
Well, so look at the camera. Look at the camera. There we go. Say hi to Roger. Say hi to the fan club.
She doesn't want. Oh my God.
Take your ball.
Torture and
Good
abuse.
girl.
Get the ball here. There you go, sweetheart. Oh my baby. Look how cute
That's
she's
a
like
good
that.
girl. That's a good girl.
Oh my God. Really?
They know I love her. How much time do you spend editing? Again, I can do this. I know what he's little keyboards there. How much time do you spend editing a video, and why is the answer yes?
God, I love her. I love her too much.
There we go. All right.
Oh, I love her.
There we go. Okay. Lesson number 2. Thank you, Heath, for bringing that up. Lesson number 2. Good videos take a lot of time editing. So there's that. But, you know. Hey, Lynn, welcome. What did he? Oh, it's growing too fast here. Where'd he go? Jeez, here it is. Thanks, Lynn. I don't care if that's sarcastic. I'll take the win. Hey, Steve. Jimmy Land, you new? Good one. Welcome, Jimmy. There we go. Roger, ask, you shall receive. Sleep's important. And again, you know that expression, there's no stupid questions?
Yeah, there are.
Yeah, there are.
Yeah, there are.
Yeah.
We're teachers. There's lots of stupid questions.
Yeah. How do I hide that? Okay. Heath, just go for a, we call them body breaks. Just go for a body break. Go to the washroom.
Is he taking on me?
He's asking dumb questions. Irrelevant questions. Yeah, and you know what, Lynn? Again, no judgment here, honestly. Number 1, I just needed some content for tonight's live show. And number 2, I just want to share some of my knowledge. If you don't use if you don't use it, it's fine, but you might think, hey, cool. Teaching in class too. I teach 30 students. If one is listening, is like, hey, yeah, okay, then mission accomplished. No, I'm not doing that. That's actually what Heath does is a good thing. It's tease. People keep people watching your video. Eventually, he's going to open that box, but we keep watching until right to the end. It's called retention, viewer retention.
I don't. LOL.
LOL. Yeah. Laura falls asleep during these live shows. All right, I'll judge you heavily. Okay. Oh, so first, again, contracts, I gotta say this. It is Third Rail Thursday, so don't forget. Next, I just got the text from Kris. Next month is October, so Denny goes live the first Thursday, which I think is the 2nd. I'm excited for that because he's all about spooky month. Then it'll be Kris next Thursday. I think I got to check my calendar, but I think I'm going to go the 3rd Thursday, maybe the 4th. We'll have a surprise host for that 5th Thursday, and then the last Thursday, October 30th, will be the Halloween GVO special. Also, don't forget, like the ticker says down below, check out James and Mike on Monday nights. They're a riot, 7 p.m. Eastern. And before I forget, I do want to give a shout out to Drew Steele, who's probably going to watch the replay and who's probably at the end of this is going to say, why did I waste an hour of my time watching this guy? Yeah, Halloween Eve. Should be fun. I got to think of a costume. I have my costume for school, but I don't think it's going to be appropriate for the live show.
You have a costume for school?
I have an idea for school, yeah. It's very simple. You got to go simple at school. So you wrote outlines for your videos, or do you wing it on Delta Airlines? Why do I keep posting these things? I told them to go for a body break.
Who's that?
Heath. I can't tell if he's serious or not. How do I hide this? I use Movavi. Chopping the videos. I'm not sure what that means. How can I get it from chopping the videos? Anyone want to jump in there? Well, I taught Comtech, so like I taught Photoshop 1 year. The trick is find the smartest kid in the class and direct all the questions to that student. Because Photoshop is forever changing and stuff and updating. There's so much to learn. Like, oh my gosh. I just tell the kids, just play around with it and we'll do stuff, do some, editing and stuff. He's not like, he is the class clown. No. I don't clap for the sound. Hey, Anthony. Just reading the comments, sorry. I can't multitask. It's so hard. Are you going to be dressed for it, Kris? Kris always has great costumes for the Halloween episode. Yeah, the clap. No, I just hope for the best. That's one thing I haven't mastered in 10 years of editing videos. I haven't mastered like sound. I know some people too. It's like they'll have a quiet intro, then they'll play their intro video, and it's super loud. Then it goes back down to quiet, and I don't blame them because it's so hard to get the volume right. I use I think it's called a shotgun mic. It seems to be okay. I tried the lav mic a few times. That's okay as well. But then sometimes the beard will brush up against it, or a shirt will brush up against it, and then I don't know. Again, I'm no pro. All right. Let's jump into the first thing. Again, if you're just joining, I have my tablet down below here so I can read the chat, because I don't think I can read the chat if I'm sharing my screen without splitting my screen, and I did. Anyway, let's do the first thing. Okay. Let's hope this works. Share screen. Oh. Okay. Inception for a bit. All right. Just want to see. All right. I'll keep that up there. Okay. So I use Movie Studio. Not many people use Movie Studio. I did pay for this. It's not great. I don't recommend it, but I use it because I know it. And so it's fast for me to edit videos. Well, fast when it doesn't crash. I guess I have an old laptop, so maybe that's why, but the darn thing keeps crashing. So I constantly save. I'll move a clip, save. Trim a clip, save. Constantly saving. There is auto backup, but it's only for a certain amount of time. So I save. So this is Movie Studio 16, the platinum version. I don't use all the fancy editing things, not too much anyway. Like Lynn said, he uses Movavi. Apple has, oh gosh, iMovie. Lots of software. hopefully you can use these tips or lessons in whatever software you use. I can show you some advanced stuff later, but for now, this is fair. Almost, as a teacher, I shouldn't say this is easy, but what I do recommend is if you do want to get into better editing, watch some tutorials. So I'm going to try my best. Let's check the chat here. The chat doesn't scroll automatically. Shoot. Who popped in here? Heath, thank you though. He says, if you have been playing this for a few years, that means this is going to be amazing. I haven't been planning, I've just been thinking about doing it. Because again, I don't want to come across like I'm a know-it-all and this is what you should do. Holy cow, I missed all this chat. This tablet idea might not work. Jeez. Is Mark playing Minesweeper? Yeah. I need someone to watch the chat for me. I thought it would scroll my tablet, but it's not scrolling. Okay, so I have two clips from, you may remember my last year, the roster battle. These are two clips, raw footage, okay? Just take it with my iPhone. So this clip is about, where does it start? About 1 minute and 20 seconds long. Okay, all raw. I'm not sure if you'll be able to hear it if I play it. Can you hear that? I know, yeah. Kris edits, I think, videos on his phone, which I am too old to do that. Unless your phone is the size of a laptop, but. Okay, thank you guys. Okay, you can hear it. So if you're familiar with editing, this is the video panel here, okay? And this is the audio. You see the little wavelengths here. And if I hold shift, I can make them bigger. So not louder, you just see the wavelengths bigger if you want to do some editing, smaller. So one thing that I try and do, and I see if I planned this, probably I would set it up, but let me get a, okay, so there. I'm gonna cut this here. So this is a train going by. Then I change the camera angle. Good one, Dwight. Heath, do you make videos? It's a lot of work. A lot of work. That's why live shows are so popular. Just pop on here and go live and done. So I have my one clip here of this train going by. Okay. This is saw music, no music. And then I have the same train, different angle. We'll say that right there. Okay. Okay, so what some YouTubers do is they'll have this clip and this clip, and they'll put like this. Okay, and they'll play it. Okay, hear that? That kind of jarring audio thing, okay? Like it's very abrupt transition into the audio. So for a smoother transition from this clip to this clip, okay, this is where you have to kind of, I don't know how it works in your editing software, but you can look it up. Just ask ChatGPT. What I do is I right-click on either panel, the audio or video, and I think it's group. I just go remove from. So now my video and audio is not linked, so I can move it around. So you can hear the audio with no video or the video with no audio. Capiche? Hey, John and Mike, the rail artist, welcome. You guys are late. Go to the office, please, and sign in. Get your late slip. Okay, so what I do, I'm going to try and zoom in here a little bit. It's a bit bigger. Whoops. So one thing I do is I drag the audio clip so it kind of goes into the next audio. So now and in fact, this is still kind of jarring, so makes a difference. It's a little less jarring. Or what I've done in the past too is I totally, so I remove this audio here and I delete it. Now I just use this audio. So there's no jarring at all. So that's the first lesson. And Sean, if you're still watching, there's no test, don't worry. But play around with it. I just, especially if one clip's really loud, because the train's really close, and then it goes to another shot, and it's really, the volume's really low, it's a little jarring. Okay, I'm gonna read the comments here. 1 second. Hey, DB Tech, welcome. Is that DaVinci? No. And DaVinci is free. It's a really, John from Skill Through the River Valley, he got me onto DaVinci. I tried it, and again, it's great, but I'm not used to it. So I don't have the patience to learn it. So I'm gonna wait till this movie studio really conks out on me. I'm just used to this. But yeah, DaVinci's free, and it's a really good program. A lot of people use it, so that's a good one. I used iMovie when making my videos. Yeah. Lynn says, "Oh, you're supposed to move those little squares. Who knew?" It's funny because actually 10 years ago, a student introduced me to this program, and he showed me a few things, and I was like, this is so cool. So that's the first thing. And again, if you want to add music in this program, you just go down here. There's a whole, I don't know if you can see that, but it says music here. There's a music panel. I'll just drop in music. I wonder if I can. Anyway, we won't go there, but just drop in your music file. You adjust the volume. I suggest very, very low if only the train sounds. Sometimes, the dogs will be barking, and I want to trim that out. So what I do, I just bring it down really, really low. Sometimes even mute it, and just music playing. Yeah, DB Tech saying I use Adobe Premiere. So that's like the cream of the crop, the best. And in fact, that's what I tried to teach my students on at school. I was going to get Adobe Premiere, but the only thing is you have to pay monthly or yearly, right? It's a subscription based. Not a huge fan of that. I don't use it that much. If I was editing constantly, I may do that. And again, you have to learn the program. Takes time. Maybe when I retire in 8 years, I'll sit down and take some courses. either on DaVinci or Adobe Premiere or whatever. How do you resize or crop a video within Movie Studio? Okay. Dogs barking, leave it in. Yeah. Bad example, I guess. So how do I crop? Okay, this is a good question. I'll use a different clip, one where I'd want to crop. These are all pretty close-ups. Okay, let's say here. Now, of course, the more you zoom in, the blurrier you're going to get. So say I want to crop out this yellow Jeep vehicle. On Movie Studio, there's a little icon here, Event Pan / Crop. I click that. I'm in a new screen now. A bit bigger. I'm hoping you can see what I see. I'm just hoping that you can. Okay, so now I can why is it? Oh, okay. So I just want to do this so I can see what it's going to look like. So now, if I make this smaller, it makes my screen bigger. So now the yellow Jeep is gone. And I do the opposite if I want to do a water shot. But of course, then you have the black border. So there. And I do this a lot too. I zoom in to crop out, like if whenever I'm talking to the camera, there's a lot of beige wall behind me. I'll just kind of crop and zoom into my beautiful beard. So that's all cropped. Don't see the yellow Jeep. Just more train action. Lynn says, if you want better videos from me, you better start paying me. Fair enough. Who's got time for this, eh? I can try and answer it, Mike. No guarantees. That's my dishwasher. I apologize. Did I miss anything? I'm sorry. The best way to get a question answered if you put at M&M Rails, I think it'll highlight. So that was the number one thing that really, I think it's, again, if you know your program well, you can, don't do the jarring thing, but that's the first lesson. The second thing I want to talk about was, and again, I didn't really know this, and I think it was a big deal, but my cousin told me this years ago because I made a video and he said, here's a little tip. There shouldn't be any part of your video where there's no sound whatsoever. Okay, and it's happened to me a few times. I'm watching videos and there's no sound, and I think, is my YouTube app acting up? Is my phone broken? There's no sound whatsoever. And so I crank the volume up, and then sure enough, the intro comes on, there's boom, there's sound. So if you're showing like a collage of photos or you're running a train, you should have some kind of like music or even just room. It's called room noise, I think. You just record an empty room and you'll get the hum of the lights or something in the refrigerator. But there should be some kind of noise in the background, whether it's music or dogs barking. So it shouldn't just, and again, it's that jarring, you know, from like no sound whatsoever to boom, sound. So I have in the past just recorded an empty room and slapped it in there. Because again, what you can do is take away this audio here and then add in your room noise, add in other, I know what a lot of guys do this. I know Drew still does this. He'll put in real train sounds into his model railroad videos, which is kind of cool. It takes me a second to realize that he's actually using real train sounds too. But get rid of the eyeball shots. She's staring at me. Oh, I don't know how to get rid of that. There. Ask, you shall receive. Once in a while, I don't have music. Usually when I forget to hit save. Yeah. Just reading the comments, sorry. Okay. Next thing kind of goes along with David's question about cropping. Where'd my picture go? Here it is. So again, most of the time, your camera will take a picture and it's not in widescreen ratio. And again, not a big deal. I won't unsubscribe to you if you do this. But I just hate these black bars on the side. So see here, this is filmed in widescreen, fills the whole screen, and I go to this here, just a picture, and there's the black bars. It's kind of like when if you ever watch the news, it's in this here. I think it's 16:9, the ratio, and they'll go to we have footage from a viewer who took film of the fire, and they go to the film and it's like done vertically, and they have to fill the back with like blurry video. It must drive them nuts. So how I fix this, this is not, with the vertical, it's a little tougher because then, again, once you crop, it gets really blurry the more you zoom in. But again, I just go to the crop button here and see it's in default. So default, this photo was, Heath might know, the ratio is like 5:4 or something. But I have the option, well, 4:3 maybe, that's what it is. Yeah, it's in 4:3. I want widescreen, 16:9. So it does crop out the top and bottom, but I can move this rectangle to select what's going to show. And now the picture fills the whole screen up. So close that and then done. And again, if you want to take your picture and really zoom in on something, say this auto rack car here, done. And the black bars are gone. If you really want to get advanced, I won't show you how to do it because it's going to hurt some of your brains, but get really advanced. You make this picture move, and there's a name for it. Keith might know if he's still watching. There's some guy invented this trick where the picture just kind of slowly pans to left or right, or it can zoom in, zoom out. So it looks like a video. Things are moving, things are flowing. But anyone else called? Maybe not. Yeah, KineMaster. I've heard that too. Whatever works. Whatever works. Dynamic zoom, is that what it's called? Anyway, you may see in some videos where the picture will move, like, it'll be like this, just very slowly, so that it's constantly moving, like a video. But I don't mind still pictures either, as long as it's like real quick, like maybe three to 4 seconds. You don't want it to be still too long, in my opinion. Stop motion. Ah, there it is. Thanks, John. Coming through. Ken Burns. The Ken Burns effect. Yeah, James does use that feature. James does have does the old Ken Burns effect. That's right. Subscribe, share, like. Okay, thanks, John. DB Tech says you get that when you use 4x3 video with a 6x9 background. I've had to do it that way when I have videos from sources. Yeah. Thank you. Just gonna show that. I guess I'll not show that anymore. There we go. Okay. So mixing your sound, adding sound, that was pretty much it for video editing. My wife wants to know, I'm going to stop sharing this so I can hop into stream right here. I instruct grade 11s and grade 12s, so the seniors. And nowadays it's not instructing, it's just moderating. I just kind of stand there and kind of guide them. It's all online. Lost self-direction. So yeah, I teach like marketing, accounting, business courses to seniors. Thanks, Lynn. I appreciate that. How do I do that? Oh, James, there's probably a feature in iMovie that you just kind of click and it does it for you. The Ken's burn effect, the picture moves. I have to do it manually. Thanks, Mike. Oh, okay. Yeah, same with James. Same with me. I'm much tired too. Any questions about editing that I can answer? They're pretty basic. I'm going to end the stream tonight. I'm going to think, oh, I should have told him this. I had 5 tips. That was 3 of them. I can't remember the other 2. Okay. Yeah. Thanks, Kris. It's not. There's probably a free version, like a trial version for 30 days, but no, I paid for this. And again, I paid for it because I knew it. I knew it well. I like it good enough, like except for when it crashes, but I'm familiar with it, so it goes really, really easy. And I know where to find things, how to do things. I just don't have the time and patience to learn a new program. But I do recommend DaVinci. Check it out. There you go, James. It's all AI. AI is doing it for you. We're going to import. Thank you. I forgot about that. Yeah, the music. So YouTube does have free music. What's it called? Let's just give me a second here. Yeah, someone's gonna probably tell me before I even pop it up, but is it free library or something? 1 second here. No, that's not it. Bear with me here. Well, it's like really I'm in class. That's what I do in class too. Here we go. This is what I use sometimes. I'm going to share my screen so you can see it. Share screen, share screen. There we go. So this is the audio library. I think, yeah, no copyright. Lynn, you really have to be careful though, because I got burnt a few times. It said no copyright, but surprise, next thing I know, I'm watching an old video of mine and all of a sudden these ads pop up for like, check out our videos. And like, wait, what's happening here? Did further research. Turns out the music I used was not free and I couldn't collect money, which is not a big deal, but someone else is collecting money off my videos because I use their music. So you'll notice if you go back a few years, I did a re-upload because I took the old video down, reposted it with new music to avoid the copyright. It wasn't even a strike, I don't think. I think they just kind of took over my video. So read the small print. Make sure you give them credit. I always give them credit when I use their videos. It's pretty good music. There's lots to choose from. Lots of music to choose from. But just make sure that it is free and read the rules. Again, they want you just to give them credit. And it's, you know, show some support. It's not a big deal. And that was, yeah, we're going to import free music. I know some people pay for their music, which is the best way. Then you know for sure you won't get copy strikes, but who's got money for that? But yeah, that's what I use. Or I use my brother's music because no, actually, you know what? I did use my brother's music once. I got a copyright strike. Said, hey, you can't use this. I'm like, Mike, what's up? I'm trying to promote your stuff. He goes, yeah, because we signed on with promoter, it's just automatic. It's like, dang. So just be careful. Sometimes you can use small clips of famous songs and not like, you know, YouTube Shorts. That's what happens. But I know some people got copyright strike just for having the radio in the background, and the video picked up the music in the background and they got a strike. So just be careful. But I use the audio library. Just again, read the small print, make sure that it is free and no copyright, and you give them credit. Yeah, there's lots and lots of music, lots of choices in the library. It's like overwhelming, actually. What I try and find a really good artist that I like, and then just use their music. But again, if you put all your eggs in one basket, that artist turns around and kind of stabs you in the back and says, ah, joke's on you, it wasn't copyright free, then all your videos will be. So try and mix it up. I used to. And I will. My training room's under renovations right now. Good question. I usually run trains. I miss running trains, to be sure. Mark, show us how to edit on iPhone. I don't know how to do that. That's Kris's department. Kris doing on his phone. I can't. I think James uses his tablet to edit, right? Again, I guess it's easy to do. I mean, I guess if you film on your iPhone, it's easy to edit on your iPhone. If you film with your tablet, it's easy to film with your tablet. What I do, if you know a faster way, I film on my iPhone, then I upload the videos to Google Drive, and then I download the videos from Google Drive onto my laptop, and then I upload the videos to Movie Studio. Simple. 4-step process. So Oh, this is a good question. It doesn't have trains in it. Can you still call it a train room? There's one train in there, so it's train room. Show the screen capture thing. Show the screen capture thing. The screen capture is super helpful. Oh, OBS. Is that what you mean? I could do that. It was in the video for less than 3 seconds. What was? Oh, the train? Okay. Yes, that is helpful. I used to, so what Kris is talking about, Kris just recently posted a 10-year anniversary celebration video showing clips of his old stuff, and he asked me, is there a way to record my old videos for this compilation video? And I said, yes, there is. This is what I do. How can I do this here? So share screen again. Let me open it up first, then I'll share it with you. Okay. And again, I don't know the ins and outs of this. Kris was asking me for help, and I'm like, I don't know. That's too far, and it's over my pay grade. But I use OBS Studio, which a lot of guys use. Hey, Sparky. This is different, James. So it's not like a screenshot. You're actually shooting the whole video, not just a picture. I have lots of videos on iPhone, but can't share to YouTube yet, Lynn. Yet, we're here to help. So yeah, I use Google Drive, but people use Dropbox. I mean, they have limitations, but it's easy process. It just takes a long time. There should be a faster way for me to do it. There probably is, but that's what I do. I film my iPhone. I have a Google Drive on my phone, the app. So I move all the raw footage onto Google Drive, go to my laptop, open up Google Drive on my laptop, download all the clips to my hard drive on the laptop, and then put the raw footage into Movie Studio. Again, super simple. Just takes a long time. All right, let's share the screen. See if I can do this. Share screen. Entire screen. Get ready for Inception. Remind me later. Speaking of Inception. So this is OBS Studio. A lot of guys use this to do their live streaming. I'm not there yet. All I do is I use it to record my screen. And I think I do some setting up beforehand, like what kind of resolution you want and stuff. I forget. But basically, you should see this screen here, and then I think you see that screen, right? Yeah. See, start streaming if you want to stream live, but start recording. Okay, now it's recording my screen. So anything I show on my screen will now be recorded. I think my mouse movements. I'm not sure about my mouse movements, but sorry, just reading Derek's comment. Derek's obsessed with my clock. Clock. I said clock. Jeepers. So, where's the option, Kris? Where's the option for if you want to record this desktop audio? It's muted, and mic. So if you want to talk while you're recording a screen, it will pick up outside noise, or you can mute it. And then, of course, desktop audio, it can record the sound from your video, which is what you probably want. Okay. And then you just click stop recording. and it should go. Then I got to try and find it. I think it goes to your videos folder under recordings, and then you have a boom. You have a clip of the screen. Excuse me. So pretty. Excuse me. The hard part is, again, Kris ran some issues with, I think, resolution and audio and stuff. But once you try and like just work out the kinks, it's very, very helpful. I used to use Screencastify because with my school we got a free account, but then it ended. So there was limits to it, so I stopped using that. But OBS Studio, knock on wood, it's been really, really easy to use. What is DB Tech here? You have to have a separate input for your audio and video on OBS. Oh, really? Oh, hey, Doug. Huh. I thought it was a dartboard. So I don't know. This is all I know about OBS. Is all I use it for is to screen record. It's super, super handy because you need YouTube Premium, I think, to download videos from YouTube. And so this is a nice way just to steal content, you know. Okay, I'm gonna close this. All right, stop sharing. There we go. Okay, thanks, Kris, for bringing that up. Yeah, that's very helpful. So actually, you know what? While we're here, let's just let me see if I can find that clip real quick. So it's under captures. It has the date. You can't see this right now, but what's the date today? There it is. I'll drag it in. Can you hear Lily? Okay, let's share screen, entire screen, Inception. So back to Movie Studio. So this is what I just recorded, the screen recording here. And there's no volume. Oh yeah, because I guess I had the volume muted. But here is what we recorded. From when I clicked start recording to when I clicked stop recording. And again, there should be volume. I apologize, but so let's say you want to show this screen, but you don't want to show the your personal bar down here for whatever reason. So again, I just go to crop and just crop it out. Done. Now you don't see that. Well, I guess you see a little bit, but there we go. So now we learned the program that you don't recommend. That's right. But most of these techniques you can use other programs. It's just they might be called different things, or different buttons, different shortcuts and stuff. That's the only thing. Like Adobe Premiere and DaVinci Code, that's what it's called. DaVinci, you can separate the audio and video. I'm just not sure how you do it. But once you learn how to, and again, one of my son's friends taught me this. He said, where was my son that did? Someone did. He said, you should try and remove the audio from the video so that you can blend them in. It's a game changer. It's a game changer. Next time you watch TV or a movie, you'll see that you're watching a video with usually upcoming audio, so it's not an abrupt change in scenery. It's really neat effect. You'll see it now. Just wait for it. So a lot of my editing is with the messing around with audio and stuff. I recently used it in I'm trying to think. I did. I think it was when I loaded my drill, the new battery. Did a lot of editing with that. Like that short little clip, reloading the battery, took some editing. I did different shots, which is another lesson in train videos. And a lot of you guys do it. It's great. Change up your angles. Keep keep flashing, keep changing, you know. If you ever watch a commercial, a TV show, a movie, a game show, anything that's produced like a media, you'll notice that every 3 to 5 seconds, the scene changes constantly. Like Oscar award shows, anything live, talk shows, they're constantly changing what you see to keep your attention. I know some guys will do this, you know, like they it's just 3 seconds and then they're talking and then all of a sudden it's like this and then like this and just keep changing up. But so repeater does that when they want to change this, like they do a cut. They'll have Jordan talking and then they'll kind of zoom into his face and then zoom out. So just little tricks. Yeah, you're never too old to learn new tricks. How to make a 15-second song go in 45 seconds is tough. Yeah. I do that too with songs. You just kind of blend it in so there's no abrupt change. Just you don't even notice. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. In DaVinci, there are 2 pieces of chain to click. Okay. I used it once. So I think Movie Studio crashed and I got so upset. And John's like, try DaVinci. I did. Worked great. I just took me a long time to figure things out. If you want to borrow videos off of YouTube to use, keep accepted. Use Clip Grab. Huh. Clip Grab. Okay, thank you. All right. Yeah, borrow. Again, I try and give credit where credit's due. Usually, small clip, the other person appreciates you, as long as it's not insulting. Usually appreciate the kind of shout out. Hey, Mark, so what do you do after you turn it on again? Floyd, you crack me up.
Who was that?
Floyd. You ever seen that? What was that show we watched? The IT Crowd. Have you tried turning it off and on again? What is the easiest thing to use to record from a webcam? Anyone want to take that one? I don't use webcams. Well, I guess except for this one. Is this a webcam? When I use the camera app, the audio is not in sync with the video. Huh. Oh my God, so frustrating. Not sure David can help you on that one. Sorry. Well, holy cow, I can't believe it's 9 o'clock. We spent an hour talking about that kind of stuff. Okay. I was going to go into how I make my thumbnails, but I think it's enough for now. Thanks, JD. Appreciate that. Again, I don't like, I'll still watch your videos if they don't, if they don't have those editing things, I guess it's fine. All I know is that from a content creator myself, I do appreciate advice to make my videos better. And if you look at my, first year videos to now, I think they're better because of the tips. And a lot of it is around just the audio. But again, I can't master the volume. It's so hard to just master the volume. I don't know. It's so hard. All right, real quick, I'll just do all things in one person. Okay, so we went over Movie Studio editing. We went over OBS Studio. I got Kris onto this program, and I use this to make my thumbnails. It's called, not the greatest name in the world, but it's called GIMP, G-I-M-P. It is free. But again, if you got the money, splurge for Photoshop because it's the best. Or What else is good? The looks like Photopia. Is that it? Photopia. My students use it sometimes. Very close to Photoshop, free. But again, I'm used to GIMP. That's why I know. So let me share my screen. I'll show you quickly how I do it. Just a few little things. It's fun to play with. I mean, Kris figured it out. I figured it out. Because, you know, again, if you want, it's harder and harder to compete for video watching retention and stuff. So you want some catchy thumbnails. Okay, so this is GIMP. This is what it looks like when you open it. Can you see that? Yeah, okay. What I do is I have a template ready to go for all my thumbnails. Here it is. Okay. I just save this and then I just pop anything on here. Again, most of these programs are very similar. They have layers. So that's one layer. Oh, there's Shani. She's getting feisty.
She took her bone. You took her bone.
Oh, bone fight.
We only got sick of her bone. She took her bone.
Oh.
Shani said, "Want to vote for me?" Stop.
So to add your text, I just click on the A and I make a text box. I select my font that I always use. It's called Bada Boom. And why do I use Bada Boom? Because I looked it up once. I had searched, what's a good font to use for thumbnails? Bada Boom. All right. That's my color. And basically the color is I just picked the same red in the maple leaf. Okay. And this is how I make my thumbnails. GIMP does not work on an iPad. Yeah, well, I'm sure there's lots of programs you can use on iPad. Again, this is what apparently set off someone's dog. I thought you're going to pull out the chapter. Oh, ChatGPT. I gotta make it bigger. And then I like to kind of sometimes I just go to the what do they call it here? The rotate tool. Click on that. You rotate it a little bit. And the move tool. I'm going fast on purpose. This is getting kind of late, but I'm just trying to. There it is. And then I usually just go to let's see here. Google Images. Let's pick a really weird railroad. That's not a railroad. There it is. Look at this ugly high nose here. High nose. Oh my gosh. So this is what I tell my students. Okay. Whenever and if you use Google Images to find your images, I really recommend this. Check out their thumbnail. Check out the pixels. This is 600 by 600. It may look clear in the thumbnail. Dogs are fighting. It's witching hour. Okay. 600 by 600 is not very big. So when that's blown up and stretched out, it's going to get real pixelated. So you don't want that. So if you use Google Images, go to Tools, Size, whoops, shoot. Tools, you want large. Okay. Boom, 1,000 times 600. Not great, but you want at least 1,000 by 1,000 or bigger. The bigger, the better. Less pixelated. So I'll just copy this. Go back here. Click on my background layer. Paste Rooney. And now I can edit this image, and I'll just, there we go. I'm just gonna TH and B Mark. Oh, thanks, James. Southern States Railroad, welcome. Canva. Canva's very good too. Yeah. All my students use Canva now. Canva's
Everybody uses Canva, and I could never know how to use it. I used to try so hard.
Canva's the it thing. It is trending. Yeah. They use it for presentations. Just had some today in class. They use it for slideshows. They use it for thumbnails. They use it for posters. It's a great program. It's free. Well, there's a free version. You can. One of my students actually pays for a better version, which is crazy. But yeah, Canva's good. So now I'm just entertaining you. I'm not actually, like, I don't expect you to remember any of this, but it's fun to play around with. It's, if you like this kind of stuff. Let's say you don't want this white background. Like I wouldn't want this white background. So I'm just going to click my magic wand. Or here they call it, sorry, the fuzzy select tool. And oh, first I'm going to make this a layer. So that's a layer. Now you see it, now you don't. It's there, it's gone. It's on James's layout, it's off James's layout. So I just click on the white background, hit delete, and it's gone. And it's going to click these little white patches. If you're real finicky about it, you can zoom in and get rid of the background. So now you see the blue background. Is that? I don't know that one. Again, I'm not an expert on this stuff. I just know the basics. Just enough to teach my students to get them started. You can do a deep dive. There's so much you can do with this stuff. It's crazy. And this is free. So imagine you can do on a paid Adobe Photoshop program. So I'm happy with that. But again, it's a bit big. Watch it, it's good size. Let's say I want to make it smaller. So I go to my resize tool. Here they got the scale tool. Click on that. Click on that. Why is it working? Here we go. Now I can make it smaller. Oh, God, I hate this. There we go. I'm going to turn this switcher into a full-on Jivo. There we go. It's one of my pet peeves. I forgot to click to keep the ratio the same. Sorry, I boot that. There we go. It's all about ratios. That's a bit too small. But you get the drift. So that's the gist how I make my thumbnails. Then I just go to export, boom. Hey teacher, it's been over an hour. When does this bell ring? Yeah. I know, I just noticed there's no, where's Trackside Mike? Is he working late? Because usually after live shows, Mike and I will just stay in the after party and chat it up, but it's not here tonight. All right, I'm gonna wrap it up though. I missed my bus. Good one. All right. Okay, well, if you have any questions, I might be able to answer them. You can email me or comment on one of my videos. I don't mind helping you out if I can. Again, I just know the basics. If you're in that kind of thing, you want to just play around with it, it's fun to play around with. I've been using GIMP for years. well, like 10 years. And movie studio for 10 years. Works for me. But again, DaVinci is good. iMovie, whatever. They're all good. It's what I'm used to. All right. Thank you very much for watching. Really appreciate it. There's no exam. But I am going to start watching your videos to see if you used any of my, implemented any of my lessons. So that's your test. No, I'm not. Don't worry about it. Thanks for watching. Stay tuned for next week. I'm not really sure what's going to happen on Thursday. Hopefully I can stop procrastinating and get into the train room and do some things. It's a mess right now. I at least want to get my foam down. But I'm hoping to work on my track plan. If you're interested in chatting with me about my track plan live on air, we can maybe set that up. But, oh, hey, Kenneth. Welcome and goodbye. But stay tuned for October because Third Rail Thursday is going to be wild for October. 5 Thursdays. Halloween's included in there. It's going to be awesome. All right. Floyd, just ask AI what to do. I use Google Gemini is good, ChatGPT, whatever. My students use it. It's got to be good. My kids use it all the time. All the time. They just bought a house, which is another reason why I'm not in the training room a lot. I'm over at their house painting and fixing things. But they're walking outside and they see these structures that are unfamiliar, and they ask me, and I don't know what that is. Take a picture of it, and they ask AI, "What is this?" This could be a da-da-da, or it could be a da-da-da. It looks like da-da-da-da, which involves a da-da-da-da. In seconds, answer. A snake just bit me. Will I die of poisoning? Depends on what kind of snake it is. Well, here's a picture of the snake. It's craziness. Anyway, AI is the future. No escape. James, you got to try it. All right. All right. Make sure you sharpen your pencils for next class. And everyone, take care.